just a couple minutes ago, this rock wall was covered in water. It was completely underwater. This was less than 5 minutes ago. If you look out past the rock wall, you can see where the rocks are out there. And that's about where the reef is. The water is reversed going out, and it's now coming back in. So it's just a matter of time before it covers that rock wall again. All of this beach area that you see here, that is always underwater. Usually right about where that little puddle of rocks is right there is just a hair below where the tide comes in at high tide. So all of that beach area there is normally completely submerged in 2 to 4 or 5 feet of water. Right now the water is coming back in. You can see it surging in. You can see the rip tides. This is the sloshing effect of the tsunami, the residual waves bouncing back and forth off the islands. And this will probably come up above the rock wall and quite possibly a little bit further. I'm high enough up here. You can see here on the ground the max height of the highest tsunami that hit the Kihei area through the wet sand. I don't think that this slosh will come up that high, but if it does, I've got trees I can climb to get out of the way, so I'm fairly safe. But as you can see, the water level is already rising and above the sand there, where just a few seconds ago that sand out there was completely out of the water. This is a slosh, not a tsunami. This is the slosh effect of the tsunami. It's the after effects, and kind of interesting to see. I actually hope that I have enough battery life and enough time to be able to film the entire surge in on this slosh, so that you guys can actually see the stuff here and you know, kind of be shocked. Here's a police helicopter. Say hello, Mr. Officer. It's nice to see you. As you can see, the tide is actually quite fast coming in. This surge is moving in about 4 or 5 feet every few seconds. So it's surging pretty good. It's just going to be a matter of time. Looks like that helicopter is going to come around for another pass. Probably tell us to get the hell out. But it's going to be interesting. Hey guys, I'd watch out because the water was above that rock wall earlier. Yeah, it's been sloshing back and forth. I'm trying to get me a good film of it so I can show my friends on the mainland. Oh, don't worry. I can block you out so you won't be known. Yep. If you look here, this is how high the tsunami hit, where all the water, the wet sand is.
Yeah. Yeah, but it made it all the way up into our condos over there.
Yep, ours too. Fortunately, it's just the sloshing of the, you know, the after effect. Yeah, especially if you're out there. I was just watching the beach was out there past that stick in the water, that tree in the water. I could see somebody wandering out there and all of a sudden going, oops. Now it actually looks like it's going back out. 5 to 10 minute period on them, because we were up there about 30 minutes ago and the wall was covered, and then we got here, I came down here and it was all running out. It was, the whole wall was covered.
You see a lady in a blue dress, something, that's my wife. She's probably going to be wandering over this way.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's going out now. This is a small slosh. So anyway, as you can see, it's a small slosh. This one's actually going back out. In just those few seconds that I was talking, the water ran back out. And just that fast. I mean, it was up here, right here, and now it's back out. I'm hoping that I'll actually have enough battery on the camera to run this. It looks like it's coming back in now. Here comes another slosh. You can watch that, see how fast that comes in and covers that. It looks like it's actually starting to reverse. Nope, it's still filling in. You can see that right over there. It's just that fast. In, out, in, out. It's been sloshing like that all day. Ever since the tsunami hit. If you look out there, you see out there on that line, you can see that the water is actually rushing back out and basically fighting the currents. This is already starting to go dry again. All that water is rushing back out. And in just a few minutes it's going to come rushing right back in. Some of these periodic sloshes were actually pretty big. I mean, like I said, I was telling these guys that were here just a second ago, it was covering the rock wall there. It was completely submerged underwater. And if you look at those guys over there standing in the fish pond, that was easily 6 feet, 7 feet of water that sloshed in. You can see the reef starting to show here. So it's just amazing to watch all this happen. You see these people walking around out here thinking they're perfectly safe, but if the water starts coming in, they're not going to be very safe. And it appears that the water has reversed course again and is starting to come back in. You can see that with the sand over here. I mean, all that completely dry, and now the sand is starting to be taken back over by the water. So another slosh is coming in, and we're at 9 minutes on this film. I'm going to have to cut this one short, maybe do a series. Here we have idiots running around out into the water thinking they're safe, but no, they're not. I'm going to walk out into the water because it's all dry out here. This must be how it is, boy howdy. It's okay, really. I can swim, except the currents there could pull me completely out to sea before I even know what's happening, and I can't outrun that water if it really gets to going, but I'm too stupid to know that. Yep. Yeah, it's coming back in. You can see though over there the reef is now covered again, which means that the incoming slosh is incoming. Shall we slosh? Quick, let's slosh. Let's walk out in the beach where all of the water is coming quickly towards me. And yep, see, this one's coming in quite fast. Look at this. Watch this guy. He's like, oops, oh shit, I have to run because I'm stupid. I'm going to get wet. Look how fast that water's coming in. You see that? You just made YouTube, buddy, for being a dumbass.